Hey, it's Jody. I have a new process video for Paper Issues Design Team. This was my live scrapbooking event that I recorded and sped up in case you are interested. It was for the Eye Candy Challenge over in the Paper Issues Friends and Fans Facebook group. And to me, eye candy is a lot of things, but I went with a mixed media background and a really, really awesome cut file. So that background cut file there that I'm going to use as a stencil is called Gumdrop Background. And I'm trying to recreate the orange page that is in the Let's Wonder Vicki Boutin collection. And I'm trying to use my stash of Glimmer mists. Yes, I have like every color possible. And it is time to use them up. So I went with the gumdrop background. I'm just going to use it as a stencil. And just spritz some spray. I use Glimmer Mist in pumpkin spice. I use a yellow one called lemon meringue, I believe, and a third one called dreamsicle. And I just went for it. I did tape down the corners just so I wouldn't have to worry about holding it. And I think it would have been really neat to let it dry on its own, but since I was live, I helped it along a little bit with the heat gun, and then I just ended up dabbing the color up with my little cloth. But I think the effect was pretty neat. I love that the whole page has color on it. It has plenty of shimmer on it. I like it. I think it turned out pretty neat. I may have put some splatters on it, but I do add gold splatters at the end. So there I go. There's my poor cloth. I'm not ready to get rid of it yet. And the other cut file I picked was called Seek the Mountain Peaks, and it had these beautiful leaves cut file. And I used another page from the Let's Wonder by Vicki Boutin and cut several of those out. And I just really love how they came out. And that's the picture I'm going to scrap. It was my boys during their fall break. We went down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This area is called Anakeesta. It's like they made a miniature town in the treetops. It was sweet, and of course the boys loved the giant tree man. So if you have not got your hands on the Vicki Boutin Let's Wonder, you need to, because it is amazing. I got several things from the shop. I'm not sure if it's all available, but I know there is definitely some. And if you use my code JodyC, you get 20% off your purchase. So definitely go check that out. I think even though it's like a travel type collection, I love the colors, and yeah, I think I'll be able to use it for lots of things. So I'm glad I grabbed what I did. So here I'm just playing with some of the leaves and some of the die cuts from the ephemera pack. And I really thought the clusters was, the obvious go-to design. And I did ask the group during my live, and a few liked the clusters, but I thought I'd do something a little different and put them in rows. And this did take some time, but I think it was worth it. I just think the details and how delicate the leaves are really make the page. You could barely see my poor kids, but they are there. And I didn't want to zoom in on them because then I wouldn't get the awesome tree giant man. So I think it all worked out in the end. But so that's the design I stick with. And it took a while. One of the design team members suggested I get my Xyron machine out, and I do not own one. I have never owned one. So I did it the old-fashioned way and just used liquid adhesive. So I do take some time to glue it all down. First, I did add a piece of vellum to the back of my picture. I always like a good mat. And then I did add some fun foam. Those were the two die cuts I decided on to layer behind the photo. One says postcard, the other one says before you leave. Excuse me. And that little orange sticker says, "What a view." I thought it was fitting because it was in the mountains. And it was pretty high. It's a lot higher than you think. Take a little lift up to it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. But it was fun. I added a few flowers. One was from the sticker sheet and one was from the chipboard or thickers sheet. Some of the leaves I also cut out in just white cardstock and used my Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold to kind of sparkle them up. And you really can tell they're very shimmery. So I just take my time gluing each of the leaves down. I just put a tiny bit on the stem where the stem meets the leaf, and just glue away. I really didn't even think about where they were going. I did try to mix up where the gold ones were, but that's about it. I see now I had several of the same type of leaf all together, but that doesn't bother me. So while I'm gluing away, I'll let you know that we have lots of new things in the shop. So please go check out paperissues.com and do some shopping. Again, using my code JodyC for 20% off. I know we got Coco Vanilla's Legendary in. We got Echo Park's All Boy. We got Cartabella's Family Night. And of course the Vicki Boutin. I know I'm missing something else. It'll come to me. But there is plenty of things, new things in the shop. And then of course these fabulous cut files are absolutely free. So go download them and try them out. So now that all my leaves are stuck down, I hated to cover them up, but I really wanted to use that big title that said Everyday Explorer. And I thought about putting it on the top, but the majority of the group said to keep it down low, and I'm glad I did that. It looks good nestled in this on the side there. But I love that it has the it's like a old map. The Explorer is brown and it's like an old map. So I thought that was really neat. I knew this was October 2019, but I don't have a stamp that just does a month and the year. Somebody needs to get on that. So I have this one in my stash that just says, I love you lots. And the last thing I do is put some gold splatters. And yes, I love me some splatters. But then I do add one more little sticker to cover up that transition of the leaf under the photo. And that's it. I'm really happy with how it came out. My live was lots of fun. I hope you can join me next time. So please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.